But we'll start in Atlanta with the Reds, who are looking to close out their 10-game trip with a win over the first-place Braves. And Cueto was brilliant in his attempt at a third straight complete game. He fell an inning shy of that. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts, didn't allow a run, but got no support in this one. Brian Price tossed for coming out of the dugout after losing a challenge in the first inning. Homer Bailey as well tossed from the bench. So the Reds are swept in Atlanta 3 straight games. They complete a 10-game road trip 5-5, but they're coming home now. First of 3 with the Cubs Monday night, and then they will play 13 of their next 15 at Great American Ballpark. Talk of a sweep for the Cyclones has led to a lack of sleep. Clones can't help but be nervous now, having allowed a 3-0 series lead to be cut to 3-2. Game 6 and 7, if necessary, are set for Orlando on Solar Bears home ice. Last night, Cincinnati took a 2-0 lead on a goalie making his first playoff start, only to watch the Bears score 3 unanswered, including the winner in overtime. Only one team in Kelly Cup playoff history has rallied from a 3-0 series deficit. That would be the 2010 Clones. They need a win to avoid being on the receiving end of that dubious distinction. Game 6 is Tuesday night. Final round of the PGA Tour Zurich Classic in New Orleans. One of the leaders after 54 holes, the guy who ended up winning the tournament. Didn't have a bogey on his card all week until today. If you never heard of today's winner, soon you'll know. I guarantee it. Soon you'll know who he is. We know this guy, Keegan Bradley, on the 5th. He's going to bogey this one to fall out of a first-place tie. He'd finished 13 under par, tied for 8th. Robert Streb lining up your everyday 80-footer for eagle on 2. Look at the roll on this thing. He got it. Streb finished 17 under par in a second-place tie. Andrew Sabota on 12, chipping for eagle. He was part of that group that finished 17 under in a tie for 2nd. Soon you'll know. On 17, needs to get up and down to save par here. And he does. Then to 18, tapping in for the win. Now you'll know him. Soon you'll know. Takes the title at the PGA's Zurich Classic in New Orleans. Back surgery figured to rob Tiger Woods and golf fans of his entire 2014 season, but his back is healing, and he could be back a lot sooner than expected. Sources have told the Golf Channel Woods is targeting the British Open for a possible return to the course. That it takes place at Royal Liverpool, site of his last British Open championship, is probably nothing more than a coincidence, but you also have to believe he'd like to play at least one tune-up event before teeing it up in the season's 3rd major. Stock cars were in Richmond, Virginia last night for a race on the short track. Joey Logano won, but the real reason for the fireworks happened on pit road between 2 guys that finished out of the top 15. This was the scene after Logano took the checkered flag. Casey Mears and Marcus Ambrose got into each other in the garage, started with shoving, included some thrown punches. Mears' eye taking the worst of that one, but he still showed up this morning in North Carolina to run in Jimmy Johnson's charity 5K race. Ambrose and Mears finished 18th and 19th respectively last night, so clearly something happened toward the middle of the pack to set them off.